Episode 26, Mindset Metamorphosis, How Fear of Delegation Sabotages Success by Banwo. Opsy Bee's business was thriving, but his tendency to do everything himself was starting to hold him back. Despite hiring a few team members, Opsy struggled to delegate tasks, fearing they wouldn't meet his standards. One morning, Opsy was overwhelmed by his to-do list. He felt exhausted and frustrated, realizing he couldn't sustain this pace. Feeling the weight of his fear, he called Jay for advice.
Jay, I'm struggling to delegate tasks. I feel like I have to do everything myself to ensure it's done right. How do I trust my team more?
Opsy asked, his voice tinged with fatigue. Jay's response was practical.
Opsy, delegation is crucial for growth. Trusting your team not only frees up your time, but also empowers them to grow. Start by delegating smaller tasks and gradually increase their responsibilities. Provide clear instructions and support, but let them take ownership.
Opsy knew Jay was right. Determined to change, Opsy reached out to Mr. Parker for further guidance.
Mr. Parker, I'm afraid of delegating tasks. How do I build trust in my team and let go?
Opsy asked during their coaching session. Mr. Parker nodded understandingly. Opsy, delegation is about trust and communication. Start by delegating tasks that are less critical and gradually increase the complexity. Provide clear expectations and feedback. Remember, your team's growth is your growth. Taking Mr. Parker's advice to heart, Opsy began by delegating smaller tasks to his team. He provided clear instructions and set expectations, checking in periodically to offer support. To his surprise, his team handled the tasks well, often exceeding his expectations. One afternoon, while reviewing a project completed by his team, Opsy received an email from a follower.
Hi Opsy, I admire your work ethic. How do you manage to delegate tasks effectively without losing control? Best, Ethan.
Opsy smiled, recognizing the importance of sharing his new approach. He replied honestly, explaining his journey to trust his team and delegate tasks to free up his time for strategic work. As Opsy continued to delegate more tasks, he noticed significant improvements. His team felt more empowered and motivated, taking ownership of their responsibilities. This allowed Opsy to focus on higher-level strategic planning and growth. One evening, Opsy received a call from Maria.
Opsy, I've noticed you seem more relaxed and focused lately. What changed?
I realized I needed to trust my team and delegate more. It's made a huge difference in my productivity and overall business management.
Maria shared her own experience.
Delegating is essential for growth. It helps you focus on what matters most while empowering your team. Keep up the great work, Opsy.
Inspired by his success, Opsy decided to share his experience with his audience. He wrote a blog post about the importance of delegation and how it had transformed his approach to business.
Dear readers, delegation is crucial for growth and efficiency. Trusting your team and providing clear instructions can free up your time for strategic work. This approach has transformed my business, and I encourage you to start delegating and empowering your team. Sincerely, Opsy Bee.
The response was overwhelmingly positive. Many of his followers appreciated the practical advice and felt inspired to delegate more tasks to their teams. As Opsy continued to delegate effectively, his business thrived. He felt more balanced and in control, knowing that he was leveraging his team's strengths. His audience noticed the change and appreciated the depth and quality of his content. One evening, as he prepared for another coaching session with Mr. Parker, Opsy reflected on his journey. He realized that overcoming his fear of delegation had been a crucial lesson, one that had strengthened his business and leadership skills. Mr. Parker greeted him warmly as he logged into the session. Welcome back, Opsy. How are things progressing?
Better than ever, Mr. Parker. Learning to delegate has made all the difference. I'm excited for what's next.
Opsy Bee, the aggressive and highly motivated hustler, had learned the importance of delegation. He was not only building a successful business, but also ensuring it was efficient and scalable. The adventures ahead promised more opportunities to grow and lead, and Opsy was ready to face them with a trusting heart and a determined spirit.